And then you're going to very carefully carry it back to your table and mix it up. It doesn't taste like eggs. It just makes it dry. Very carefully bring that down.
Okay, what's this? What do you think this is?
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, sugar.
Sugar. It's sugar. And what does sugar do?
No, it's not fully stirred yet. Just wait.
I want to stir.
I'm not a
No, I'm fast. And then my mom is going to eat it. I'm going to work. Yeah. In a professional way.
Wait.
We're just making a regular. We're just making a regular.
She said, ain't this like, she said French bread? Like a French toasted?
One thing about it with community, we talk about not only that their community is where they live, but where they go to school, and then even working in the group. This is our community. So the rules for our community is to respect each other. So that's one thing that we really talked about, and how does respect looks like. So culture, social justice. What was really interesting is that with inclusive and exclusive, what I did with the little ones to explain, we actually played a game. So the inclusive, we played a backwards musical chairs. And how that works is that we lined up the chairs. So if there's 16 kids, we put out 15. The goal was to actually find a way to include the one that wasn't going to have a chair. So how that looked was they could either sit them on the lap or push all the chairs together. The kids had to come up with some idea to include that person in there. With the exclusive, how we did it was a game we were in circle and someone stood out. And it was their way. When we held hands, they could not let that person get into the circle. So we basically kept them out. So that was a visual way of showing them what these two words meant. Dominant group. And one thing about it with my little ones, these words can be very challenging. So what I did was I made a coloring sheet. And the coloring sheet gave them an opportunity to discuss what they saw. Then I read the vocabulary word of the meaning and gave them some type of example so they can relate to it. A lot of the relation was I used school and what they see and what they hear in school. So example with this here, this was Senegal. The first week what we did, we talked about Senegal, and it was about a child from Africa that was coming to the United States, and they were mispronouncing his name. So the challenge was, how would you have someone that did not know how to pronounce your name, what would you do? Well, in the story, being that the young man liked soccer, he made a sun and he made a goal with a soccer ball so you can pronounce his name correctly. My favorite one was, where do we see it here? It was Lincoln. Here he is. Lincoln, what he did was, we made a gentleman leaning against the tree, with a can. His name is Lincoln. So that's how we kind of broke it down with that. And each child got pretty creative. Some didn't quite understand, but then they understood, but they didn't know how to write it. But they got the legits of it, of how you would pronounce their names. So like we had Lily, she made a flower. I don't know which one where she is here, but she made an actual flower. Her name was Lillian. So, but yeah. And then over here, this is something what they did today. They made posters, and this is with the other teacher. She did a phenomenal job. These are the bigs that made posters of if they were in a sit-in or if they were advocates, what would they say? So these are some of the things they did and said. The one that, where is it? That said that this is one that we made a statement about we all have the same blood. We all bleed red. One man's skin may be dark, one man's skin may be white, but under all of that, we still bleed the same. Some actually gave themselves words of affirmation. Black lives is just as special as white ones. We all are special. So.
She helps my mom cook a lot. I don't do that. I don't help cook that much. I mean, I help cook a bunch. That last lunch. Bro, I barely have it.
Yes, you do, Ben.
No, like of that.
Of what?
The batter? Yes.
Which one's yours?
This one, me either. I don't really have to. No, guys. What's here? Okay, let's finish. I don't know who played this game. Logan, now it's your turn. You guys playing one more?